Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the press box. Sorry for the late start here. Uh, Brian Carson here with my co-host Kenny Varner. Hey, Kenny, how's it going?
Oh, pretty good. How about yourself, Brian?
Not too bad. We got a special treat tonight. I like saying this. We have United States Freestyle Wrestling World Team member Trent Hidlay here with us to talk about Wrangle in the Wild 5. Hey, Trent, thanks for taking the time to come on. We know you're pretty busy.
Yeah, thanks for having me on. I think this is my third or fourth time on the show?
Fourth.
Fourth, yeah. I'm looking forward to talking some Wrangle. We got a lot of great updates to go through, so I'm excited to be on. Thanks for having me.
Oh yeah, we keep track of you because whenever you're on, we have our biggest attendance.
Okay, good.
Okay, it's hard to believe that we are at already Wrangle 5. And this year I'm going to put it up. I ripped some graphics off from your Facebook site. I didn't think you'd mind.
No, not at all.
Wrangle 5, and as you can tell by the logo, last year was Lewistown themed. This year is Indian Valley themed. So, Joey Bender, your brother Hayden, you started this, and the Indian Valley theme. You said you were going to go through these. How has it been compared to other years? Have the former Indian Valley wrestlers stepped forward? Are you building a pretty nice card?
Yeah, we really have, and it's been super cool to do the IV theme. Obviously, we started the idea 2 years ago when we did Chief Logan, and the idea was, one, it helped us with the color scheme to divide the teams, but then it also was a great way for us to kind of honor some of the Chief Logan wrestlers and some of the previous wrestlers in our county with such a rich history of wrestling in the county from a lot of different schools. We thought it would be neat if we did one school a year for the theme. So we started with Chief Logan. Last year was Lewistown. And then this year, like you said, Indian Valley. So the goal was to get, as many Indian Valley guys as possible that would wrestle in it. And if they can't wrestle, we're trying to get them there because we're going to honor all Indian Valley wrestlers, previous wrestlers or coaches, regardless of how long they wrestled or what their record was. We want as many IV guys there as possible. We're gonna honor them before the event, and then we'll have some IV guys wrestling as well. So it's gonna be super cool.
Awesome. Is it amazing to you that how much time's passed? We're at Wrangle 5 already.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy looking back on it. I was talking with Hayden and Joey the other day. We were reminiscing a little bit of the inaugural Wrangle that took place at Body and Soul Community Center, and we pieced it together in just about less than a month, and we had no idea what it was going to look like. And we were kind of blown away with the results of it and just how much the community enjoyed it. So, to think that we're 5 years into this and it's been a success each year it's pretty crazy. It's really special. And honestly, I mean, if you look around the country, I would probably, I stay up to date with a lot of wrestling news. So I know everything that's happening, and I would go as far to say that this is probably the most successful amateur wrestling event that happens on a yearly basis. And we get to experience that in Mifflin County, Pennsylvania. So I think that's really cool.
Yeah, definitely.
Nice. You got quite the... I'm sorry, Brian. Go ahead.
No, go ahead, Kenny. Go.
I was gonna say, I was peeking at your Facebook, and you've got quite a lineup of wrestlers coming, starting with the youth. Just talk a little bit about the younger kids that are going to be on the card.
Yeah, the youth matches. The youth matches are a big part of the event. That's something that we wanted to do the first year, and it's been really cool to have them involved each year. Just to see the excitement that they have when they step on the mat. I think it's just really, really cool. And I imagine, if I was a little kid, if I got to do this in front of the county during the summer at this event, I would just be, super, super excited and have a lot of fun with it. So that's the biggest thing, is get to showcase some of the youth in the county. Some of them have no experience. Some of them, have a couple of years under their belt. And we also have a girls matchup for the third year in a row, which is really cool. So yeah, the youth matches are a big part of this, and just getting them the experience to compete in front of a live crowd in front of their county is super cool for them to experience.
Is that Zandria Yoakum? Is she local?
She's from West Perry.
Okay, I knew Kylan's Lewistown, but okay, West Perry. That's cool though.
Yeah. So we have two really, really little guys, Lennox Milliken and Declan Miller. And Declan's father will be wrestling as well. Kyle Miller will be going. And then we also have a rematch from last year, two really little guys as well who let it scrap. They're brothers, Bennett and Huey Harmon. So that'll be really fun. and then the girls match up to finish it off will be Kylan Swineford and, like we said, Zandria Yoakum from West Perry. So I'm excited for the Harmon brothers to throw down again. They were really, really fun to watch last year.
That is cool. I love the look of the Harmon there in that picture.
Oh yeah. He's ready to go.
He is ready to go. Now I got I forgot. I was looking at some of your card. I forgot. We'll get to him then, but I forgot Harry Lober wrestled. I forgot about that.
Oh yeah.
We'll get the sponsors here and tell how much they mean you, because they've been doing it since the beginning. Smeltz and Miller is the sponsor. They are the roof raisers, right?
Yes.
And then you have the auctioneering. Why am I not remembering their name?
Yep. Chesney Auctioneering. Don Chesney sponsors Chesney Auctioneering. They're the Hammer Time. And then Rick Smeltz and Smeltz and Allmiller Real Estate, the roof raisers. And yeah, they've been pivotal. When we started, I believe the first year we had Smeltz and Allmiller. It might have been Chesney and the Nittany Paper. And then ever since the second year on to this year, it's been Smeltz and Allmiller and Chesney Auctioneering. And those are, Don and Rick have been really, really supportive of me and Hayden in our career, but also Mifflin County as a whole. So this is something they look forward to every year. Every year it ends, they're the first people to come up to us and say, make sure you lock us in for next year. And it's super cool. It's cool to see them get pretty competitive about it too. I know Rick is always checking the scoreboard during the duel to make sure the roof raisers come out on top. So no, they've been pivotal. They give us a lot of, that's it, and the basis with the team sponsors is to give us some capital, some finance to work through the event. And they're key for us, giving us a lot of financial support to be able to put this event on. So we can't thank Rick and Don enough for their sponsorships.
And once again, a good friend of ours, Gary Barger, is back as the ref. I got to talk to Gary. Look at his belly hanging out over that belt. Wow, Gary. So it's pretty cool. We love Gary. Gary's a decent ref, even though some people in Mifflin County don't think so. It's nice that for him too, Trent, that he's been so willing and so supportive of what you guys are doing.
Yeah. No, Gary's been awesome. He's great. With the first year we did it with Trey Hartsock was the step-in ref, and we're like, you know what? If we're gonna do this official, we might as well get a real official. And Gary's been super, super great about it every year. He's always excited to do it. You can tell how much joy he has, kind of seeing the community and the kids come together. And some people in the community that he probably was able to ref a long time ago that he gets to see walk on the mat, which is probably really cool for him. But yeah, no, Gary Barger, we're super excited to have him as ref again. He does a phenomenal job, especially with, kind of the quasi rule set that we have. He's really good at adjusting on the fly. So we're lucky to have him.
And get to our next phase here. The coaches. I love how you stuck with the Indian Valley theme. You got Tyler Bedley on, assistant coach at Mifflin County. I know your thoughts on him. and what he meant to you when you wrestled for the Huskies. Which one is he going to be coaching again?
Bedlion will have the Chesney Auctioneering hammer.
And we have now new Midwest Wrestling head coach Ty Boyer will be with Smeltz and Allmiller. Talk about how you got them and what you feel they bring to the table as coaches.
Yeah, we're we love having Tyler as a coach. He's been a coach, I think, every year, and he loves the event. He knows all the young guys as he's the coach with Mifflin County now too. And with it being IV, we knew we wanted Tyler. We tried to get Nick. We tried to get the Bedlion brothers to both be coaches. Nick was out of town, so he couldn't do it. But we knew we wanted another Indian Valley legend to do it. So Ty was all in. I wanted to get him to wrestle. I've been trying to get him to wrestle the past couple of years, but he's fully moved on to coaching role. So yeah, Tyler and Ty, they're really good friends too. So I think it'll be cool to see them go head to head in the event and coaching their teams. And they know a lot of these guys that are wrestling, whether they were on previous teams with them or coaching them as athletes. So that'll be cool to have both those guys. But yeah, we knew we wanted some Indian Valley legends, and we're happy to keep Tyler and bring Ty on board.
Now the last year that it really went well with the Lewistown alumni showing up in that. Do you think the same thing is going to happen here on August the 2nd? That's a Saturday.
I do. Yeah, I do. I think I think the thing about this event that's cool is, you never know, how many people are going to show up. It's kind of, right now that's kind of the hardest part, is getting a gauge for how much interest is out there. Are we spreading the word enough? We're trying to do it through a lot of social media channels, and we'll get on some of the billboards in Mifflin County here soon, and try to be on the paper and in the radio. But I think with the theme, it gives people something to kind of attach onto. So, if you're a previous Indian Valley person, there hasn't really been an Indian Valley event in, a long time, over a decade. So, it's something where you can look at and say, hey, I wrestled for Indian Valley with a lot of these guys, and we get to go watch some wrestling and have some fun. And, they're going to honor us before the event. That's something that I want to be a part of. And that's kind of what we're aiming for, is to try to bring as many of those guys, wrestlers and coaches together as possible, for just for them to get back together again and be around future or previous teammates and friends, and enjoy a night for the community that raises money that goes back to the high school team. I think it's a win-win situation. For us, we get to see all these guys come back, and for them, they get to be, together with their friends and coaches again and watch some wrestling. And it's just super cool. But yeah, last year was awesome. We got a ton of Lewistown guys to show up. I'm expecting the same. I know for certain that Rob Ruby and Joe Daubert will be in the house. So we got some of the top dog Indian Valley guys will be there. And right now, just we're reaching out to guys individually, but the invite is there to everybody. Whether you wrestled one match, whether you didn't wrestle any matches, if you wrestled for 10 years, or you just wanted to join the team back then because you thought it was fun, we want you there, and we want you there to be around all the Indian Valley community.
Awesome. Then you had this little teaser here. State runner-up, oldest Wrangle participant to date, District 6 Wrestling Hall of Famer.
You got to know that, right?
Yeah. I mean, the guy's my age. It's got to be Mikey Robinson.
It is. It is
unbelievable.
It is Mike Robinson. I was asking him. He always does match sponsors for the event. He's got a couple of companies, Sewer Doctor LLC, and what's the other one? Mike's Chimney Sweep. And he was saying, "Do you have me a match?" And I said, "I can absolutely get you one." And Toby Yorks wrestled in it last year, and he's a little older. He's around 45, and he said, "Remember, I'm old, right? you can't just be throwing a young guy out there against me." So I asked Toby if he'd be willing to wrestle Mike, and I'm not sure. We may do the 2 periods, or we may just do a best 2 out of 3 takedowns, something kind of fun to get those guys out there. But listen, Mike's older, but he stays in shape. He works out super hard. He's always involved.
Yes, he does.
In the youth wrestling practices. I mean, he's been somebody I've looked up to for a really, really long time. I know even as a kid, he was a huge mentor to wrestlers in the community and me and my brother specifically. So when he said he wanted a match, it was like, yeah, I'm getting him one no matter what. So it's going to be really, really cool to see him lace up the shoes and go after it.
And you know that. I don't have to tell you that, Trent. One of the nicest guys in the world that you will ever meet.
Yeah, he's A+ in all areas. He's a great wrestler in his own right, but a great human being, a great mentor for kids and adults to look up to. He does it all the right way.
And Toby was EJ.
Yep. Toby was East Juniata.
So that's going to be good. I mean, I know. I'm not worried about that. If you look at a before and after picture like they do in advertisements, Kenny and I would be the before and Mike would be the after. I mean, the guy keeps himself in great shape. I always, driving around, I'd see him running. It's like, wow, Mike, good job, buddy.
Yeah, no, we're
Kenny
super
excited.
Man.
The only thing Kenny and I ran to was the donut shop. Right, Ken?
That's right. Or occasionally a pizza shop, too.
So let's get to some of these other matches here. We have, and get your comments, Nick Wilcox against Kyle Miller.
Yep. So Kyle Miller was an Indian Valley District 6. He was a District 6 champion for Indian Valley. So that's a big get for us to have someone like that on the card representing Indian Valley. He's wrestled it twice before. He's 1-1. And I think he indicated to us that he wants to have one more match with his kids. So he's looking to go out on top. And Nick Wilcox, he wrestled in it 2 years ago. He's like a New York wrestling legend. Really, really good. Wrestled at Bloomsburg. He was a national qualifier, and he helps coach with the Mifflin County team now. And yeah, it's going to be a great matchup.
Nice. And then we have Jay Ciccolini against Aiden Thorpe. Aiden's relatively recent.
Yes. Yeah, this is a fun matchup. So Jay Ciccolini, grew up with. He was in Hayden and Joey's grade, and has been friends with them forever. He's never wrestled before. So
wow.
He's never wrestled before and wants to go after it. And Aiden wrestled in it, I think 2 years ago, and got a win. And he's kind of recently graduated. So they're right around the same size. And Jay's never wrestled before, but he's been around the sport for a long time, and he gets it. And he's a big fan, so he wanted to lace him up. And what other event in the country can you do that, right? Have zero wrestling experience and get a match.
Exactly. Cool. I think he's going to get a real surprise on how tough it is.
That's why these periods are only 2 minutes long. We got.
And then we have Charlie Berger, and we mentioned Harry Lober.
Yeah, this is a fun one as well. Charlie wrestled in it last year and got a win. Harry's been wanting to do it for the past couple of years, but had some injuries that he was, kind of working through, and this year feels healthy enough to let it rip. And yeah, he was a tremendous athlete. Lewistown and then into Mifflin County when the schools merged. Had a pretty good wrestling career for the Huskies when he joined. So yeah, he's excited. He's a great athlete. He's always. My buddy was just playing golf with him the other day and hyping him up. So I know he's going to be ready to go.
And then we have Nick Christine and Chad LeMay.
Yeah, this is an all IV matchup. So Chad and Nick both wrestled for Indian Valley. Nick went on the wrestle at Lycoming, and he's wrestled in Wrangle twice before, and he's looking for his first win. And Chad is pretty involved in the youth sports scene and wanted to let it rip. So two IV guys is really cool to have go after it.
And I'm sure you have some more on the docket, or is that it right now?
Nope, that's the undercard, and the main card is getting released tomorrow.
Okay.
Tell you, I can give you there's some really good matchups. We got some previous Mifflin County guys that have recently graduated that are wrestling in college that are coming back to compete. We've got 3 guys from out of town that are coming in that'll wrestle Division I, and the main card is really, really exciting. Probably, one of the more legendary IV wrestlers is lacing it up again. So I can't release it right now. It'll get posted on Facebook tomorrow. So we got to build some anticipation for it. But we've got a local legend wrestling in the main event in Wrangle 5.
And that's August 2nd, Mifflin County High School. And what time does that start?
Yeah, it'll start at 5 p.m. We'll honor all the Indian Valley wrestlers and coaches right at the start at 5 p.m. and then the matches will follow right after that. So the doors will be open at 4, and definitely encourage people to get there early because we're going to have a lot of really cool raffle items, and we'll have the concession stand open up. We'll have stickers, everything will be set up at 4 p.m. and that's when the doors will open, and try to encourage people to get there as soon as possible to just mingle as well. Me and Hayden are going to be back in the area. It's one of my favorite times of the year to get to catch up with people and talk wrestling and see how they're doing. And that's the best time to do that before the event starts. So if you can get there early, would love to catch up and talk some wrestling. If you've got any questions on, what I'm doing or what Hayden's doing or what Joey's role is as well, that's what we're there for. So doors open at 4. Wrestling and introductions will start at 5, and then we'll let it rip from there.
It's been quite a family affair for you guys. You have and you have Hayden, but your family also does a lot of the behind the scenes work. Just tell me how important their role is in getting this going.
Yeah, it's huge, and we definitely can't do it just by ourselves. There's a lot of work that goes into it, and that was something we learned pretty quick the first year we got there, and we thought we could kind of just put it all together. And then, luckily my family and all of our close friends were there, and we started looking around like, wow, we have a lot to do in 30 minutes. And they were able to get it all done. They ran the tables, they did the ticket admissions. There's just so much that goes into it. And to have, you need a family, you need a village to help you run an event like this. And we're blessed. My family, Joey's family, all of our close friends and, relatives, they really step up and help the event run smooth. And it's just, we want to make it, it's an amateur wrestling event. It's for fun. It's for charity, but we also want it to be done right. And I think there's a value in doing it right. So to have the support that we have with our families and friends, it's really big.
Yeah. And you mentioned it already there. I was going to bring that up. Once again, all proceeds go to charity. That's it goes to the elementary wrestling, right?
The Mifflin County High School Wrestling Booster Club.
Oh, okay, the Booster Club.
Yep. This year, just like always, all of the profits go back to the Booster Club, and they use that for a lot of different things. I was talking to Coach Martin. I think Hayden and I were talking to Coach Martin, and he, really, expressed his gratitude and appreciation for the funds that they get from this event. I mean, it helps them a lot with postseason travel, gear, tournaments, food, anything that, they need, they can use these funds for. And it's been pretty significant. The other day I posted, I was going through our financials from the last 4 years. We've donated just around $15,400 back to the booster in 4 years, which is, just really, really impressive from what the event, started as and where it's at now. It's just, that's a number I'm really proud of. And that's a lot of money. And it means that we've been able to make a positive effect, and the community's really rallied behind it. So I'm excited again for people to rally behind it. And, it's the ticket sales, the raffle item sales, the concession stand will be run by the Husky Club. So all of the money that's brought in, typically we try to keep our expenses as low as possible with putting on the event. And then all the revenue we make is a donation right back. So that's something we've been really proud of. And I expect this year to be very good as well.
What is your role going to be? Are you broadcasting, or what are you doing?
Well, the first couple years we did it we broadcasted it, and it was a good broadcast, but it's so much work that goes into it.
Yes.
I think it's easier. Last year we did just a YouTube stream with no commentary, and that seems to be the better option, just to make everything a little bit easier. So we'll have it live streamed on YouTube for free, and you'll be able to hear through. We'll get it panned over to the score, and you'll be able to tell who the guys are. But it's just it allows, with it being on YouTube and just that stream, it allows Hayden and I to have a little bit more hands-on role with being around the guys, and maybe like stepping in their guys' corner when they're getting a drink, or getting on the mic or something like that. So yeah, I don't know what I'll be doing exactly. I'll be obviously doing a lot of setup, and then once the event starts, I think Hayden and I might, this year a little bit different. We might get on the mic and kind of do some of the commentary and MC for it, which I think will be cool. Might even be doing some post-match interviews as well out in the mat, so that'll be really cool.
Nice.
I know one thing you're going to be doing. I can tell you that right now. You're going to be signing autographs like crazy. So I hope your hand's ready for that.
I'm prepared. It can't be anything crazier than a Final X. I had to sign about 200 kids' wrestling shoes in 5 minutes, so I'm prepared for it. But we're gonna have one thing I'm super excited for this year. I think our raffle items are gonna be really cool. I recently just signed with ASICS, so I'm gonna have an ASICS giveaway for one of the raffle items. It'll be some really good gear. I'm gonna be doing some USA singlets with my name on them, which I think will be cool for people to get, whether they're young and they want to compete in them, or they just want to have them and hang them up. I think singlets are a cool thing to have. And then we'll also have some pretty cool stuff, trying to bring some Stanford and NC State gear together. Some other cool raffle items. So there's gonna be some cool prizes people can get their hands on.
Was Gwiz your coach at Budapest?
Yeah. Gwiz went with me to.
Okay, Budapest. I thought that was him. I got to tell you something. I know you've got a busy schedule. You can't stay on the full hour with us. I appreciate you taking the time, but I'll tell you, Trent, this year is amazing year for you. It's you've always been elite, but this year is amazing. U.S. Open, Final X. You beat some major league competition in Budapest, and I just want to congratulate you, man, and keep up the good work. And I can't wait to see you at Worlds.
Yeah, thank you, Brian. It's been a great year. I really haven't been doing anything different. I think that's just how the sport is, and sometimes you never really know when your breakthroughs are going to come, and that's why being consistent and working the way I do and living the way I do is so important, because you really you never know when you're going to have a breakthrough. And I feel like I've been able to compete extremely well mentally and physically these past couple months, and I've learned a lot in my past 8 years here of my kind of professional career, that I'm still learning, right? I'm learning so much every time I compete. But yeah, I'm putting together some competitions that have been really good, and just got to keep learning from it and get back into the training room to prepare for the World Championships. I'm right there with obviously the best people in the world. I've gotten some big wins this past weekend, and I think gives me a lot of confidence to compete that way. So I'm going into World Championships with the goal to win a world title, and I know I'm capable of it. So it's a great opportunity for me, and anytime you get to represent the U.S., it's such an honor, and also represent Mifflin County and Lewistown is a huge pride for me as well. And yeah, I'm super excited. I'm excited to see everybody back in Mifflin County. I get back late on the 31st to get back for the Justin Henry Golf Tournament. We always do it with my family, and then it'll be full preparation to get the gym ready for August 2nd in Wrangle. And just once again, just encourage to bring as many people as you can. Whether they know wrestling or they don't. We want as many people in the stands to just support the community. That's what it's about. It's not necessarily even about the wrestling. It's more of bringing the community together and having a fun time, for 2 hours or so, and seeing some people that used to wrestle, seeing some of the up and coming best wrestlers in the county, and raising money for a really good cause and for our youth in high school program goes a really long way. So if anyone has any questions, feel free to reach out to me directly. If you'd like to be involved, whether to help or donate in some way, we'd love to make that special for you as well. So I'm super excited to get back to Mifflin County. We're not too far away, so we're a little bit over a week away. I'll be back in the Mifflin County gym again, so I'm looking forward to it.
Nice. I know the town's going to be buzzing, and for Wrangle to see the Hidlay brothers, who I said in my column are such folklore in Lewistown. Now you guys are like Superman, Paul Bunyan, and Pecos Bill all rolled into one. But continue on the great year. We're pulling for you to win a world championship. I know Wrangle's going to be great. I can't wait to see your announcements tomorrow, the main event card. And thanks for coming on, Trent. We appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks Trent. So much. I appreciate you guys. Thank you. Look, stay tuned for those matchups tomorrow. They're going to be heat.
All right, we're going to be looking for them.
Yeah.
Thank you, buddy.
Guys, thank you.
Appreciate it. That is the world team member. I love saying that, Kenny. The world team member, Trent Hidlay and Wrangle in the Wild. That is Saturday, August 2nd at the Mifflin County High School Gym. Doors open at 4. The theme this year is Indian Valley Wrestlers. Mike Robinson, man, he is my age. He is like 58 years old, and he's going out wrestling. I love it.
That's great. That is awesome. One of the things we didn't get a chance to commend Trent on is his commentary on ESPN. That was a great job. I mean,
I didn't want to mention that because if he stops wrestling, he's going to take my job. So we just want him to keep wrestling.
Yeah.
No, he's just having a great year. I wanted to ask him too, and I forgot. He said he hasn't changed anything. I wonder if it's being up at 92 kilograms because he doesn't have to worry that stress mentally and physically of cutting weight.
And now, coming from a non-wrestler, how much of a mental strain is that on a wrestler?
It's bad, especially for lighter weights. Especially for lighter weights that got to get down. I mean, if you're a kid, 113, 120, and your coach wants you down to 106, that's hard. I mean, it's harder for the smaller guys, but it's hard on anybody. You see people eating. I remember when those poor wrestlers used to come out, and I felt bad when I had the Husky hotline at Vince's. They'd come out to Vince's, and there'd be all this food around, and nobody's, they're not allowed to eat. They're seeing all this food, and they can't eat.
Oh, man.
So, yeah, it's tough. I got to describe something that pissed me off today.
Okay.
Broke my heart, buddy. I mean, it literally broke my heart. I'm playing fantasy baseball, right? There's one game left. One game. I am in first place in the tournament. First. It comes down to they're in the bottom of the 8th. The guy in second place and the guy in third place, they have Pete Crow Armstrong of the Cubs.
Oh, boy. Yeah.
I didn't. I had the Royals, which was the stack you had to have. Armstrong was over 3 on the day. So it's bottom of the 8th. I am like 6-7 points ahead. So if he gets a single, fine. Doesn't hurt me. Just don't give up the home run. Guess what happened?
Oh, he homered.
Homered. I went from first to third in one swing. And that's a different prize pool when you go from first to third. It's a lot less money. I was like depressed.
I don't think I blame you on that.
Unbelievable. It's like the best score of my life. I think I had 177 points, which is pretty good. But all it got me was third. Because in fantasy, a home run plus the RBI you get the points, it's 14 points. And he just jumped right over me, him and the other guy.
Oh. Yeah, that's got to hurt.
Now, tonight I checked, I wasn't doing so well. I made the mistake of taking Taj Bradley as my pitcher because he was going against the crappy White Sox and he's being killed. How do you let the White Sox? Wow. How do you let the White Sox kill you? I don't know.
That is crazy.
Yes. So I was a little depressed. I'll get over it. So that'll be interesting to see their main event card. He was pretty excited about it.
Yeah, I definitely can't wait to see it tomorrow. That's going to be exciting.
So I got speaking of that, Trent mentioned the golf event, Justin Henry, the foundation. I'm going to be writing a story on that.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. I think
how many years has that been?
That's a good question. I haven't done my research yet. I think it's been a while.
Yeah.
Wait, since you brought it up, let me check my notes quick. I have my notes for the story. Okay, it's taking my notes forever to show up. $20 years.
Wow.
And you want to hear something that's really cool?
Yeah.
It has raised $280,000 in that 20 years in scholarships.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
Very impressive. Very impressive.
Yeah. Now, you do know, I don't know how much you know about it. You know the scholarship only goes to girls. Did you know that?
No,
Yeah. It is only to girls, senior girls, ranked academically by GPA, and have earned a sports letter. They take the top 10. The school gives them the names of the top 10 seniors GPA who have played sports, and got a letter, and then they pick 4 recipients. 4 recipients get $2,500 scholarship.
Oh, wow. That's pretty good.
Yes. And then they have the Susan Baker Memorial Award, which goes to a graduating senior who's pursuing a degree in nursing. 1 recipient annually. But $280,000, not bad.
Not at all. Not bad at all.
It's hard to believe how time passes.
Oh, it does.
Do you know, like when I was doing my research in this, it's been 21 years since Justin passed away.
Wow.
Because he died in 2004. 21. Where does it go?
Oh. That's
then my
crazy.
other sports thing is a Wrangle preview next week.
Yeah, that's always a fun event to go to, even if you're a wrestler or if you're not a wrestler. It is exciting and it's fun. You have a good time, and the night just goes. It's a great play or a good time when you go there. I've been to 3 I think I've been to 3 of them so far. The last 3 they had, and it's a nice preview to what you get in the wintertime. You know what I mean? And you get to see a little bit of history. Some wrestlers from the past that were pretty big names in the time.
Yeah, I like how they do old and new, and Mike's really different. And now I'm thinking about, okay, Indian Valley legend. That's a big word for Indian Valley. I mean, I could think of Joe Daubert, Rob Ruby.
And he said both of them will be in the house. So
Nick Bedleon. I don't know if Nick would show up from Jersey, but
for a weekend, you never know.
There's not a lot that you could say legend. I'm thinking Ruby, Daubert, Bedleon, Adam Will was a runner-up. Interesting. Football's right around the corner, man.
Yeah, the Bears kick off in 10 days. Can you believe that? I think they're in the Hall of Fame game.
Yeah.
So 10 days.
Do you see Caleb Williams running his mouth?
No, is he starting already?
Yeah, he said this year he's going to throw for over 4,000 yards and complete 70% of his passes.
I don't think he's at that point yet.
No.
Not after last year.
No, 70% of your passes and $4,000. That's Brady numbers.
Yeah. And the Bears have never had a 4,000-yard passer.
Never.
So
it's going to be here before you know it. High school season, end of August, the new stadium opens.
Yep. Yeah, I was just up there today to take some pictures. Oh, it's going to be great.
Awesome. I wished I could get to it. I really do. But we'll see. Only time will tell.
Well, the way they might be able to get you in there. And the way the sidelines are, they're not as narrow as what Mifflin or Mitchell Field was. So there
Right.
is a lot of room around the field there. So hopefully we can get you in there.
Be cool.
Yeah. They play Central Mountain in the opening game. So
Awesome. Yeah, that's it's gonna be all right. It's gonna be electric when that opens up.
hmm
Don't you think?
oh, I know it. I know it. It's gonna be yeah. It's gonna like you said, it's gonna be electric. It's gonna be packed house. It's just yeah. It's almost like for us, it's like Christmas, and
Uh-huh.
probably to the players too. They go from the underneath the bleacher locker room, which has smelled the same since I had played. It isn't a very great smell at times, but to these brand new, each player gets their own little uh, area, their own little locker. So yeah,
That's cool.
it's like little orphan Annie, and then Daddy Warbucks comes and everything,
Yeah.
um, so from rags to riches. But yeah, it's going to be exciting to see.
Jeez. Yeah, it will be. I'm sorry. I was looking at this blown tire named Taj Bradley against the White
Oh,
Sox. Against the White Sox, they took him out. Uh, 3 walks, no strikeouts, 5 hits, 4 runs, all of them earned.
now is that against the Rays? Are they the Rays?
Yeah, he plays for Tampa, but the
Yeah.
White
Okay.
Sox did that to him. The
Mm,
White Sox.
mm,
I thought for sure it's like this guy's he's gonna smash.
mm.
He's gonna smash. Too bad.
Yeah.
So, what have you been up to?
Well, just had our first Bulldogs practice tonight.
How'd it go?
Pretty good. Pretty good. Didn't do too much with them. Just kind of got them around and talked about expectations and you know the rules and threw the ball around a little bit to them and got them used to getting back into shape. And
How did uh how did Bobby look coming back?
he looked like
Little
he's in shape. He's ready to
didn't it,
go.
did he have any kind of rust at all?
Not really, no. It's just like he walked off the field. So
Was
it's gonna
Chris
be.
wearing his Rockets jersey I sent him?
I told him, boy, I had him scared. I picked him up Monday and told him, I said, in the back seat, I have your Rockets jersey if you want to put it on. He's like, no, I don't think so.
Nice.
Yeah.
So you know what's coming, right? When we get this close to the fall, high school previews.
Yes. Yep. Have you been contacted about them so far?
Yes,
Yeah, me too.
I guess I'm gonna do Mifflin counties.
Okay. I'm doing Juniata.
They got one new coach, and that's Danielle Napakowski is the volleyball coach. Everybody else from Mifflin County is back.
I wonder what happened to the girl wasn't she the coach at Penns Valley before? And then coached.
Yeah, she lasted
Yeah.
1 year.
Wow.
They had their best run with Slepika,
Yeah.
and then she went back home. Uh, and they had this one girl. I can't remember her name now. It was only 1 year last year,
Mm-hmm.
and now they got Napakovsky.
Mm-hmm.
I got. I'm really looking forward to the boys cross country.
Mm-hmm.
It's really got a chance to be something, and not just
Yeah.
Carter Smith.
No, we got a lot of veterans returning.
Yep. Reese,
Mm-hmm.
Wyatt. They were, I think, if I'm not mistaken, it's second last year to State College at District 6.
I believe so. Yeah.
They have a chance to really make some noise again, especially with their top 3 runners back, including the defending state champion.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
He's going to score you points.
Oh, definitely. And the way they run together, and they push each other, it could mean some trouble there for State College.
Yeah.
Even though State College has 20 boys on their team, it seems like
70
every year.
70,000, man.
Yeah. So.
Last year, I think you had Carter Smith, and then second, third, fourth, and fifth was State College
Mm-hmm.
at districts. But I'll tell you what, it's going to be fun watching Smith see if he can defend it.
Yeah.
Winning a state championship's hard. Defending it's even harder. Because you can't surprise anybody then. The bullseye's right there. And then the new stadium. We got some exciting things coming up for the fall.
Oh, definitely. And
Tell
what
me
it's
about,
like, I was just going to say, it's all centrally located now, where you're not running all over the place to cover things.
So tell me about Center County football. I know it's going to be rebuilding for the Eagles of Bald Eagle area.
Yeah.
With Nagel gone now.
Mm-hmm.
And, I don't know, State College, Lintel, it should still be good.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, because Deontay Sheffy's back in state. I saw that.
Yes.
So I guess the experiment going down to Harrisburg for a year didn't work. That was Harrisburg you went to, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, that's good for State High.
Mm-hmm.
The thing, and then I'm interested to see Bellefonte, the way they came on late in the year.
Yeah, they've got a chance to really. Now they lost their starting quarterback too, Halderman.
Oh, they did. Oh,
so could be a little tweaking.
I didn't know he was a senior. Yeah, that's gonna hurt.
Yeah. But a majority of them return, and they could be right in there again. And Juniata and them have had this can't say rivalry because Juniata's got the best of them the last 4 years. So, but they're going to be in there. They're going to be better than what people think. I really believe. Now Phillipsburg, they may take a step up, but when I say step up, maybe 500 record.
Yeah.
They started to come on late last year. But Penns Valley, they're going to be hurting again. Bald Eagle, they'll be close to 500. Trying to think. State College, State College is always good and always have a puncher chance with Lintel coaching. Am I missing anybody? No. Yeah, that's where they seem to stand this year. The best one I'd probably say is Bellefonte.
The Red
because
Raiders.
they're more of a system than just an individual. You know, Liam was good, but the system they run is good enough for the next person up to make a difference as well. So
Cool. You got anything coming up this week?
we got our first Bulldog game Sunday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that home or away? Oh, you
That's
only
gonna
got one away game.
yeah. So far, that's gonna be at Junior, and that is gonna be fun. But no, we play Kish Park at 1 o'clock at 1 o'clock, and hopefully the rain and Mother Nature doesn't take that away from us. But it's
Who
supposed
are you
to.
playing?
Oh boy, let me see here.
Did I
It's
put you on the
supposed to.
spot?
Oh no, I know this. Heritage Fire Company.
Okay.
They're one of our regulars, and they're always a fun. It's always a fun time to go. Um, gotta give my. I don't know if I said this last week, but HWF put on a great show. Um, they're gonna have another one here August 9th. Should be even better. So Trist is gonna be wrestling against Jason Havoc, which is gonna be fun to watch.
She's wrestling a dude.
Yeah, the for control of the company.
Ah.
So, but other than that, I back to what we were talking about. I don't really have too much going on. It's very, very quiet right now. The calm before the storm. So, I'm just riding it out and gonna do a
Yeah,
couple
because you know
stories
the
here.
storm's coming.
Yeah, yeah.
What stories are you working on?
I'm actually working on a kind of like a preview for the upcoming season, Mifflin County wise. I'm working on a couple other projects that I finally got some time to work on.
Cool.
So, how about
It's
you?
important to stay busy, my friend.
Yes.
I've been busy. Like I said, I'm writing a lot more news than I am sports, and I never expected that. I got to write an editorial about Shapiro coming to Lewistown today
Mm.
for the Main Street Matters grant program. Lewistown got approved.
Oh,
I'm
nice.
writing an editorial on that. Uh, I'm writing a story on the new Mifflin County Regional Police Chief, Joe Chester. And then the two sports stories I said, the Henry Scholarship Golf Tournament and Wrangle in the Wild 5 preview. And then, obviously, I got the Mifflin County fall previews. So I'm going to be pretty busy here in the coming weeks.
Yeah. I'll say.
But a lot of news stuff. You have to write differently for news than you do for sports. I found that out.
Really?
Yeah. It's honestly not as creative as sports.
Mm.
It's not. It's like this is
Yeah.
here. Who, what, where, when, why, how.
Mm.
I had somebody actually comment to me. I'm going to address it if you don't mind.
No, I don't mind.
They DM me it must have been one of the people listening to Josh show when I said copy Jim Murray. I think they misunderstood what I meant. And if you don't mind, I just want to clear it up quick.
No, sure. Go ahead.
Murray is the greatest sports writer ever, no doubt. But when I said copy him, what I meant was when you're first starting out, and you know this, Kenny, you
Mhm.
don't have a style.
No.
You've never written. You don't have a style. Take a writer you like and emulate his style, and then incorporate it into your own style as you get going.
Hmm.
Because let's not fool ourselves. No writer is original.
No.
You're always copying somebody.
Hmm.
The style. I don't mean, and I even said that when they still took it the wrong way. I don't mean word for word, take his stuff. That's plagiarism and illegal.
Right. Right.
I meant take the style. I took his style of like humor and metaphor and stuff. Like when I said the Hidlays are a cross between Superman and Pecos Bill. Folklore.
Mm.
That's totally Jim Murray, but in my style.
Hmm.
That's what I meant. Just wanted to clear that up.
People get very sensitive about stuff, and
Yeah,
it's just
I'm
like,
not advocating going ripping off people. You get sued
yeah,
quicker than you
yeah.
know what.
Well, that's the thing. You got to find somebody that kind of reminds you of yourself. You know.
Yeah, or that you just like the way they write.
Right. Right. I mean, it's.
Because Murray did the same thing, like I said. Murray said when he was starting, the guy he emulated was Red Smith of the New York Times.
Hmm.
So he would, until he made his own style, he incorporated Red Smith into it. Nobody's original.
Hmm.
Well, I guess maybe Homer, because he wrote the Iliad and the Odyssey like 5,000, 4,000, 3,000 years ago. That's pretty original.
Hmm.
But that's what I meant. I didn't mean stealing the guy's work and saying you wrote it. I actually had that happen to me.
Really. Really.
I'll tell you off air.
Mm.
Somebody actually took something I wrote and put their name on it.
Oh my.
Yeah, they're lucky I'm a nice person because I just said, don't do that ever again.
Hmm. I had that happen with me once, but it was on a radio station, and no, it wasn't any of the local ones. It was up in my area, and they read it as, you know how they open up with their sports report,
Yeah.
and they had my lead in. It's like, wait a minute, wait a minute,
Whoa.
wait a minute. Hey now, you know, and I didn't know anybody that worked there, so.
Well, radio does that a lot.
Mm.
They do. I hate to say it, sometimes they're just reading the copy of the Sentinel over the air
Mm.
for news. But we got any shout outs?
We got one.
Still got to have the music if we got
Yep.
one. Rock and roll.
Okay. Shout out to the Bellefonte 10U Baseball Little League All Stars. They are crushing it right now. They are 10-2 overall, and they are undefeated right now in state competition. Their next game is tomorrow against Lehigh at 7:00. I believe they're getting closer and closer to the championship game. And just what a great season, no matter how it turns out from here on in. Great job. And I have a question for you, because Little League World Series, are they 12-year-olds, or are they, what age are they when they go to Williamsport?
I think they're 12.
Okay.
Right?
You're right. Okay. I wasn't sure if this would be one of those that would go to Williamsport, but I guess they're too young. But definitely a team to keep an eye on in the next couple of years.
Yeah, really. That's pretty cool. I have a
Yeah.
shout out.
Awesome.
I want to shout out to our guest. You know,
Cool. Mm-hmm.
I want to recognize Trent Hidlay for what he did. He came out and won the I can't pronounce it, but it was a Challenger Series tournament in um, a Challenger Series tournament in Budapest, Hungary. Won the gold medal, beat a guy, Milani Massarazzi, who was a two-time world medal winner. 7-2 in the finals. It was not close. Not close at all, my friend.
Mm.
I got some other shout outs that, I just want to talk about for a second, if you don't mind.
Sure.
One of them's your area.
Oh, nice.
The All-State baseball teams were announced, and Class 4A second team All-State was infielder Peyton. Am I saying this right? Vankus,
yep.
Belfont
Mm-hmm.
was a second team All-State infielder. And then down our way a little bit, Braxton Smith of Midwest made the All-State team, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah, Peyton Vankus was the leadoff hitter for Belfont this year. He was their spark plug.
And I saved the best for last. The biggie for us. 6A, second team All-State, Evan Strohecker of Mifflin County.
Awesome.
In the outfield.
Great work. Nice.
Yeah, I got to get, I think, well, I'll talk to you about that off the air. But yeah, so I got a shout out for those guys. Congratulations to all of them, our locals, for making a all-state baseball. And that's all I got.
All righty.
All right. That's going to about wrap it up for tonight. Great having Trent on. I mean, his schedule. I know he's a busy guy. And for him to take the time to come on, we really appreciate it.
Yeah. Yep. He's a class act. He's a great guy.
Yes, he is. And all he's got to do is get that. He's got the ability. All he's got to do is get the brains. It'll be okay.
I don't think he has to worry about that either.
No, he was in high school and college. He was a perfect 4.0. I was joking about that. Like I said last week, he's the kind of kid when you're a kid, you're jealous of him. It's like, why can't I be like him?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, I know you know it. We all have them growing up in high school. There's always a kid in high school that everything he does, he's good at.
Yeah.
And wow, congratulations, because Trent's one of those guys. But yeah, that's any final words, Mr. V?
No, just can't wait to catch up with you next week. It's always fun doing this. And then just everybody out there, enjoy the weekend. And we're getting closer to this fall sports season. So I don't want to wish time away, but can't wait for that to start.
Yeah, it should be fun. We'll be back to our high school previews
Yep, and
of
predictions.
the game.
I love that
Yes.
part.
Oh, yeah. This year we should keep a record to see how bad we really are.
Uh huh. And I got something for the ones that we get wrong.
Yeah.
I got this little thing. I don't know if you'll be able to hear it or not, but if we get something really wrong, we got this.
Oh, I can hear it. Yeah, that'll tell us
Yep.
for sure.
So putting special
Awesome.
effects in.
See how this show, man, we're getting so technical. Look at our special effects. All right, buddy. That's going to about wrap it up for us. We thank you for listening, everybody. We want to thank Trent Hidlay for being our guest and Wrangle in the Wild 5 next Saturday at the Mifflin County Gym. Doors open at 4. All the money goes to the Mifflin County Wrestling Booster Club. All right, that's going to wrap it up. For Kenny Warner, I'm Brian Carson. Thank you for listening, everybody. Have a great rest of your week, and we will see you next Wednesday. Goodbye.
Good night. Good night, everybody.